back. So I'm getting this live stream popping. That's what I'm trying to do now. So here we go. My first topic for my live stream is this. Should child support set up trust funds for the children that the child support is coming to? And not say that all of the money should go into that trust, but should about 15 to 20% of that child support payment go into a trust fund for that child, so that when that child hits 18 years old, they'll have some money to either start college with or just to start out in life with? Because to be honest, a lot of the times whenever we have these situations where you're paying child support and things of that nature, you'll find that depending on how much the child support is, you really don't have any extra money left over. Once you paid your child support, you're taking care of the household that you stay in as well, and pay your bills there, and other things that come up with your other children if you have other children as well. So um, there's really no extra money left over to do anything with if something like an emergency was to come up. And oftentimes you have a lot of the mothers out here who are depending on those child support payments to help pay their everyday bills and help pay the bills in the house that the child's staying in. So this is absolutely understandable and necessary. And just like in any other thing, you have some people who are going to abuse these things. Some of the men are not going to pay their child support. Some of the women are not going to spend the child support on the children and things that it should be spent on. And so we have to understand that those people do exist within this scenario that I'm talking about, but those are not the people that I'm referring to right now. I'm referring to the people who work hard, the people who make their payments, and the mothers who are working hard, and the mothers who are using those payments for bills and things like that. But nobody has it in their mind to set aside any money for the child because they themselves don't have any type of financial literacy or financial discipline themselves. And so I feel like it would be a good idea so that the children are not left out in the cold at the end of this whole 18 years of money that's coming to them through this source of revenue, that they should, at the end of that 18 years, not have anything to fall back on, not have anything financially to start them out and to set a foundation for them. But that's where this whole idea and this concept came from, because I feel like you take about 20% of child support payment, every payment, and that payment goes into that trust. After 18 years, regardless of if you struggled and wasn't able to make some payments and whatever happened, throughout those years, there's going to be an accumulation of dollars in this trust for this child. It may be large, it may be minimal, it may be in between, but nevertheless, they have something to start out with. And this is not a strike at anybody. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. I'm just trying to brainstorm and come up with some ideas that could benefit our children a lot more in the their child support. Because, like I stated before, we do have a lot of people out there who are not financially responsible and they don't do the right things with their money. And so when that money comes in, you're already governing the money anyway. What harm would it be to set up a trust fund for those children? If it's really about the children and really about what's best for the children, why is this not something that hasn't been implemented a long time ago? Trust funds for these children through child support so that they can have something to start their life out with. I'm gonna keep on repeating the same thing over and over because I don't want to get this lost in another conversation about something else. Um, there are many people out here who aren't equipped to be parents. There are many people out here who are struggling to survive, no matter what their circumstance or situation is. Some people are just not in a position to be able to financially, uh, to meet those financial commitments. But on the back, there's always a but. Um, they've set up programs to help these. Typically it's the father who's paying child support, so I'll just use father. Typically they have these programs at the workforce to help these men get jobs so that they can pay child support, because they say that they have the interest of the child at heart. But once again, the same way you can set up a program to help a man get a job to be able to pay child support, why can't you set up a trust fund for that child so that those irresponsible mothers will not fully spend everything and blow everything that's going towards that child to support them? I don't understand the logic in this. There's no good reason why that can't be done, and there's no good reason why it wasn't done in the very beginning to protect the people from those types of disparities happening in the first place. So yeah, man, I just wanted to drop this nugget on y'all, man, and just throw this idea out here. We can jump around with it, or if you want to come on and say your piece about it, or give me some feedback on it, then you're more than welcome. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say right now, man. Y'all go ahead and have a beautiful day. I'm going to start using this live a lot more. I like this little vibe. I like this little feel. You might notice my background. You see, I have the flag and it's upside down. That is a representation of how the United States have been turned upside down. With all that we've been through and the way that we are carrying it, and the attitude and mindset that we have, the United States is flipped totally upside down. And so that is a representation of that. Anybody who feels disrespected or feels some type of way about that background, yeah, I really don't care. So this is your boy D Mac, man. Y'all know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.